As the mass shooting in Illinois left dozens of people running and seeking cover, local community members are raising questions about what to do in the case of an active shooter.
News 8 Now's Dua Asrar spoke to the Monroe County Sheriff's Office about what steps you can take to keep yourself safe. Dua.
Amy and Ken, officers say the most important thing anyone can do is be aware of their surroundings. It may be the key to saving your life. When gunshots go off, it's hard to imagine what you would do.
It was almost as though a light switch flipped and everyone just started running for cover.
In Highland Park, Illinois, as bullets were fired into the crowd, families were separated.
And we ran behind the building, and I put my son in a dumpster, and he sit there with his dog, and I went back to look for the rest of my family. I left him with someone there.
Following the mass shooting, local law enforcement officers are reminding people ways to stay safe when the unthinkable comes their way.
ADD, or avoid, deny, defend.
Chief Deputy at Monroe County Sheriff's Office Christopher Weaver teaches a class called Civilian Response to Active Shooter Events.
We have to have some sort of plan in case something does go sideways.
Weaver says one of the most important steps is being aware of your surroundings to avoid an active shooter.
Not being too into one's cell phone when they're out moving around. Being aware of what those noises might be that you hear.
If an active shooter situation does happen, deny the shooter access to you.
I suggest that people get behind a locked door as the first line of defense.
In Highland Park, many people sought refuge in nearby buildings.
And then our sister's boyfriend is still in a building hiding, so we're just kind of waiting around because he can't get home.
And when all else fails, Weaver says people should defend themselves as best they can.
We strongly believe that everyone has the inherent right to self-defense. And if they would need to, we talk about the best way to defend oneself if that attacker would enter into the area where you've sought refuge.
Weaver says as mass shootings become more frequent, people should always be prepared.
I have some kind of strategy if something happens, and then I simply put that in the back of my mind.
Weaver says it's important to create a safety plan with family members and children when an active shooter situation occurs. People should talk about who to call, where to meet, and what exits to look for. Ken and Amy.
All right, thanks a lot, Dua.
God, it's such a tough conversation to have with your kids, right, though? You're out doing something fun, and it's just...
And to even just have that thought of this could be our reality.
But we think about it, the more and more I take a look around and think, what if? What would I do? So great program out of Monroe County. If you're interested in that civilian response class, you can contact the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. Anyone is welcome.